What's going on, guys? Big welcome to all to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Meta. You're with D-Boy and we are back with more interesting content for you guys. So about a week ago we had a survey on Facebook or other social media where Bushiroad asked us to fill in some questions to know more about what we think about their game. And there were some very interesting questions out there, and I made a list of comments that I add at the end of the survey when they say, hey, do you want to add something to it? And I wanted to talk to you about the list that I made, so some positive, some negative thingies, and yeah, just let's talk a little bit about it in this video. It would not be a long video, just a short video. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like our videos, and let us know in the comment section below what do you think of these things that I've just said. Alright, let's start with a positive. First thing I want to talk about is their product wise. So I think the time between their products is better, between the sets, because they have to rush things a little bit, but it's almost exactly a month. So each month we will have one set, which is great. I love that. I mean, some of us play multiple clans, so it's good to have faster support. And they do seem like rushing through the reveals of the card, but I think it's good. It's not necessary to take too long. I mean, there are 4 VRs in each box, so each week you will do 1 VR. So that should be perfect. So I think that's good. The quality of their cards are getting better. I would not say skill wise, because sometimes they still make mistakes, especially when it comes to combining premium with standard, but they do recover from that, so that's good. But the quality of the cards themselves is good. I mean, we have seen the new SPs and they look amazing, and we have to say that they do look amazing, right? Sometimes you have to give compliments. Okay, one more thing that I want to talk about with their product wise is that very smart. They're taking a very smart approach in how to make the shops, the logos, to do better with selling products. Like giving up the markers, you get 1 marker each time you buy a box, those markers with those snow globes on them. Another thing that they did is the thank you pack, which have promos in them, and the promos are expensive as hell, so some of them at least. So that's also very good that they had that as well. One other thing that they also do is their goodies in tournaments. We don't have lots of tournaments right now, but we do see a lot of goodies that Bushi just gave away, like dices, playmats, boxes. If you win, you get nice stuff, sleeves. It's very nice that they do that. They don't have to. We have seen other card games where they don't have to. The entry is free. You don't pay money for getting into those big tournaments. At least in Europe, we don't. And also you get goodies just by attending the tournament. You get goodies, so that's definitely very good and very nice to have. Okay, next, their email service is so good and so fast. If you have a ruling question, you just message them, you just email them, and they will answer you, and they answer fast. So that's definitely a big plus, I would say. Next is the work with their content creators. This is something that Wish is doing. They didn't start doing it very early, they just started now, but it's very good, and we from Crushing the Meta would love to have the ability or the opportunity to work with them in the future as well. But it's definitely nice to see them work with the community, with these content creators who have done a lot for our community. So it's nice to see some appreciation from Bushi. So that's that. And next and last is their restriction list. I would say that Bushi do have a fast response to problems, like they did with Zazan, they did with Luard, they did with Aquaforce with their Raising Infinite Attack Loop. So they do have a fast reaction when it comes to having a restriction list. Although there are some bad things about this restriction list. So now we start with the negative things. First of all, in Standard, there is no reason to have Anger Blader on the list if you just give the card an errata. I don't really see a reason why Anger Blader could not get an errata that just say your opponent needs to be at grade 3 for you to use his ability. It's just as easy as that. For you to get the restand ability, your opponent just needs to be at grade 3. I mean, the same as Big Belly, the same as Moderate, you need a grade 3 in your soul, or your opponent needs to be at grade 3. It's as easy as that. I think that if you do it that way, then that would be the best thing. But taking out Anger Blader for Tachikaze is really not okay, because even with their new VR like Gaia, people really don't want to play the clan anymore, and that's not nice. So I would definitely say Anger Blader needs to be back, and he needs to get an errata. So that's for that. More negative stuff. Oh yeah, because it's not all positive. There are also some negative. So again, one of the most important things, or maybe the most important thing, is Bushi needs to test before they reveal stuff. When they start designing cards, they need to test them, and then they could say, okay, this is too good, okay, this is too weak. Because now we have seen with Luard, the power creep is too much. They need to stop making power creep. Otherwise, you will be making sets after sets after sets after sets, and the cards will be better and better and better and better, and then you're not better than other card games. I don't want to call names. So don't do that. Just test, and if you see that the card is too good, just nerf it a little bit. If the cards came out to be too good, then just design it differently. But as we see right now with Luard, it's not healthy the way that the clan works. So yeah, that's I think my most concern when it comes to the future of Vanguard, is that they need to stop power creeping stuff, otherwise they will have to reboot the game again and again and again. Next thing, do not make mechanic of clans alike. Luard, like Gears, like New Nuba, like Aqua Force with Tabas, all of them write great force from their deck. Luard is kind of a better Chrono Jets. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I understand the fact that Luard is he could go from the one to the other, because it's understandable. I mean, he was always about striding in that sense. But again, you need to make the clans unique. You need to make the skill unique. Just be more creative into it. Otherwise, ask people what they think about it. And people have sometimes crazy ideas. So use that for your advantage. So this is definitely something that they need to watch out for. I mean, Spike Brothers are unique to move their markers around. Gridora is unique in the sense that they have the cradle marker right now. That's good. Keep that. Do not keep making the same mechanics. Next thing is enemy or anime wise. This is very important. All of them are important, but this is also important for the people that watch the anime and have bad representation of their clans. I've seen this in the past, and I keep seeing it, and it doesn't make sense. Now, with the last episode of Vanguard, I've seen it again, and it still doesn't really make sense. Why does a Spike with a player ride into a Juggernaut? Why do all Spike Brother players in the Vanguard anime ride into Juggernaut? There is just doesn't really make sense. Now, even with having Nova, with having Siegfried, with having Bull Spike, with having so many good grade 3s to ride to, why would you keep riding into Juggernaut? I mean, I've seen the new field, and he has 3 Juggernauts on the field, and even in the new Rising Nova deck, you don't really have to play Juggernaut. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. I mean, if you are really trying to make Spike Brothers look bad, then this is the way to do it. You're only showing the clan or person the clan by it losing. We have seen this with multiple clans. Although some clans get amazing representation, like Nubatama does, sometimes it's really good. Murukumu gets good representation, but some others do not get good representation at all. Sometimes some clans you don't even see them on screen, some units you don't even see them on screen. And I think it's good to showcase a little bit of the clans, because we do love to see those units come to life in an anime. So for me, it doesn't make sense to represent the clans in a certain way, and otherwise just don't. If you will keep showing Spike Brothers on the screen, them riding into a Juggernaut and then losing by just taking the last damage, I'd say don't do it. I don't want to see it. So again, it's not up to me, but it's up to them. Of course, they're making it, but I would not do that. Just do not give the clans such a bad representation. Do a better job and let them win sometimes. I mean, come on. Okay, now we talk again product wise. So we talked about the good thing, and now we talk about the bad. This is something that have been an issue, and Bushi actually can't really do much about it, but it is just stupid, and I want to talk about it. Cases in Europe are very, very expensive. They're more than 1100 if you're talking dollars. If you're talking euros, then they're about 1050, which is, it's crazy. It's a lot. I've seen cases been bought in Asia and in the US for like 700 bucks, and that's good. That's amazing. But in Europe, we don't have that luxury. So what happens is that a lot of our players will buy their product from Asia or from the US, which means that our locals will die, which means that our, let's say, hey, nice video for Maxime. We'll see that later. He's signing the new car, so that's very nice. So their products have to be a little bit cheaper, or we have to get the products a little bit cheaper in Europe. So that's something that's that really needs some work. And that's actually it. I mean, we've gone through everything that I've talked about. Thank you all for watching, of course. Thank you for keeping up with our content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as I said, and like the video. And also tell me your thoughts when it comes to these kind of things, when we talk about Bushiroad, when we talk with Bushiroad. Tell me, what do you think that are stuff that should change or should be different? Again, thanks for watching. Till next time.